Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Chanel. If you're not new, well, welcome back. So in this budget and save video, we're going to be talking and discussing about rebuilding or building our emergency fund. So I'm going to let you know now, I did take notes and I do have them down here on my table. So if I look down, that's the whole reason why. Now, with everything happening recently, or should I say the last few months with Rona, y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Rona, okay? Y'all know this is 2020. Y'all know what Rona is. Now, with everything going on and everything that has taken place, many people had to stop working, and many people lost their jobs. Like, they are not ever going to be able to go back to their job. Their job is gone. Now, if you're like me and many other of hundreds of people around the world or just here in the US, I'm pretty sure that we're all in the same boat, where we've been trying to figure out for months how we're going to pay our rent, how we're going to pay our mortgage, how we're going to pay our car notes, our electricity, our gas, our water, our trash bill, how we're going to feed ourselves. If we have families, how we're going to feed our families. That has came across so many people's minds. I know it because I know it has came across minds many times. Now, luckily, my husband has worked the entire time during this pandemic. He hasn't taken any time off. They did not furlough him, then they did not put him off work. He has been working the entire time. The only time he's been off are his days off. So we are thankful and blessed that that has happened. And we originally moved out here to Texas. We had a good sum of money put aside. That way I wouldn't have to go to work so quickly. But with everything happening and then the pandemic hit and people going all crazy over toilet paper, not just toilet paper, other stuff, but toilet paper, we had to start using our money we set aside a lot more. So, and then it came down to the very end of it where we had nothing left. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have a choice. I have to go find me a job. I have to go back to work because we got bills coming up. Okay. So that's what I did. So for the last 3 months, I actually have been working outside of the home, not just, my personal business, but outside of the home, I have also been working as well. Now, you might be in the same boat where you used up your emergency fund if you had one, or you might be in the boat where you just never had one and now you want to start one, okay? That's perfectly okay, because right now, we all broke, okay? We all broke. We all need to replenish that money that we had set aside. So, we're gonna do this together. Yeah, thoughts came across my mind that this would be a good video for the beginning of the year, but you know what? We're not in 2021 yet. We're dealing with 2022. No, we're not. We're dealing with 2020. Girl, what is wrong? I'm getting ahead of myself, okay? Okay? We're dealing with 2020 right now, and we need to do this. So, if you're interested in doing this with me and going on this journey with me, then let's go ahead and get started. If you have not seen my very first budget and save video, I'll make sure I'll link it up above in the cards for you guys. In that video, I just kind of talk to you guys about, well, I don't just talk, I show you guys how we decided to test out this DIY laundry detergent to see how much we can save on detergent. And you guys, so far, I am saving some money because I don't got to buy no detergent. And it's already been like 30 days. So, what I'm about to share with you guys requires a lot of discipline and requires you to pay attention to your budget. Now, if you don't have a budget, then we'll discuss that in another video on how to look through all your bills and all the things that you have to pay for and figure out what your budget is along with your income, and put a budget together and figure out what you need to be paying and what can actually be let go, like cable, okay? So for right now, Masked Singer's on and I am watching that, so I'm paying for cable. I know. Y'all don't worry, cable's gonna go bye-bye very shortly. Now, what me and my husband want to do is, it's new to me and him, okay? Because the first time I seen this on TikTok, okay, you guys? Now, I do have a TikTok. It's not Pray.Plan.Repeat. It's actually my business TikTok. So if you want to follow me, I'll make sure I leave the name of my TikTok down below in the description box for you guys. But I saw this on TikTok, and I thought this was a good idea, where people, regular people, were taking regular envelopes just like this, plain old envelopes, okay? Just nothing fancy about these envelopes, plain old envelopes. And they had 100 of these, okay, 100 envelopes. And they counted 1 through 100 on each envelope. They put 1, and they put like 50, and then the very last one would be number 100. Now, what they did, well, a lot of people I've seen do, they take in these envelopes and then they shuffled them, okay? And then they have some kind of storage box or container that they had these envelopes sitting in. And just randomly, they will pick an envelope. See, like I'm randomly picking this envelope right here. And this envelope would be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like envelope number 8, okay? So this would be envelope number 8, just straight from here. They would randomly pick this up and automatically put $8 in here, seal it up, and put this towards the back, or have a separator where the envelope was already filled and went to the back. Then, like the next time they got paid, they would pick up another one and say it was $27 or $82. They would put $82 in here, seal it up, put it in the back. And after you do that for the entire year, basically we do it every time you get paid or every week, you end up with over $5,000 worth of savings just from filling the envelopes 1 through 100, regardless of how long it takes. You will eventually get over you will eventually have over $5,000 in savings just with these envelopes, okay? Make sure if you decide to do it that way, make sure you have a secure place where these are going to be at and nobody knows where they are, okay? All right. Now, if you're married, I'm going to highly suggest you talk this over with your mate, okay? Because, you know, they could agree with it, they could not agree with it. Or they might like, well, you know what? Can we bump it up some? You know, we might be able to put more in there. Let's double it, okay? Or it might be, well, we might need to start off at a smaller portion. So you guys might only be able to put like maybe $1,000 or maybe $2,500 away. It all depends on what's in your budget and what you're able to put aside. What me and hubby decided to do is every time either he got paid or I get paid, we are going to put a certain amount of money away. Now we chose to do a certain amount, and I checked to see how many envelopes I had, and I did not have 100. I actually had 54. So we decided to make a 52-week savings goal instead. And we're still going to use the envelopes that I just showed you guys. But our savings goal that we're choosing to do will still add up. Give or take a few $100s that, you know, if we have any extra bonus money that we're going to throw into those extra 2 envelopes that I have set aside. But where's my paper? Okay, so what me and hubby decide to do is set ourselves up with a certain amount of money. So there's 52 weeks in a year, and 17 of those weeks we are choosing to put $50 in envelopes. Okay, $50. Now, it could be, you know, anytime throughout the year, but 17 weeks out the entire year has to be $50. That is the least amount that we are going to do. Our goal is to set aside $100 for the rest of the 30-something weeks, okay, you guys? I know it is a lot. It is a lot, especially when you are on a very, very tight budget. Now, and I am going to show a clip on how I did my 52-week savings goal tracker, which I have it over here to the side. I'm going to show you guys, you know, how I did a little decor to my envelopes. And my saving tracker that I came up with is going to be able to fit into my planner. which is the planner I used. If you guys happen to be new here, I use the Happy Planner, okay? So, and I currently have two different planners going on here. I currently have the Homebody Planner going on in here, and I also have the Plan a Happy Life Planner. So those are the two planners I currently have in here. I have one planner for, you know, everyday life, and I have another planner just for YouTube. So now I've taken some notes here on some note paper here. Now, if you guys just choose to do like 50 weeks or 52 weeks throughout the year, and say if you choose to put $20 away in an envelope, okay? And one of these envelopes every single week, just $20, or if you get paid every 2 weeks, then you would cut down on the amount of envelopes. So you only need what? 26 envelopes, and just put $40 in an envelope every 2 weeks and seal it off. If you get paid monthly, which that used to be me, y'all, it used to be me, then you only need 12, okay? You need 12, and if you're doing $20 every 2 weeks, then you want 12 of these and put 80 bucks in here every month, basically. And by the end of the year, you would have $1,000 set aside, okay? Now you can do $30. $30 would give you $1,560. If you do put $40, okay, now I'm talking about every week, okay? So if you did $30 every week for 52 weeks, you would have $1,560 set aside. If you did 40, you will have $2,080. If you did $50 every week, you would have $2,600 set aside. $60, you would have $3,120. $70, you would have $3,640. $80, you would have $4,160. If you did $90, you would have $4,680. If you did $100 every single week for 52 weeks, you would have $5,200, okay? Yeah, I wrote it all out, you guys. So what me and hubby are doing, we're doing a mix of 50s and 100s. And what we came up with was we're gonna do 17 weeks of $50, and we're gonna do the other weeks, which I wrote down the weeks, so I just have to find it. We're gonna do the other 35 weeks at $100. So $50 for 17 weeks gives us 850 bucks. But doing the other $100 for 35 weeks give us $3,500. Now adding those two numbers up, that gives us 4,350 bucks. Now, as you can see, there is a percentage there of money that's unaccounted for because we want to reach that $5,000. Now, if we don't reach it, you know, we're not going to be too upset with each other, but that's our goal, is to hit $5,000. So that leaves us about $650 unaccounted for. So that leaves us with 2 extra envelopes, right? So those 2 extra envelopes, I'm actually I'm thinking about writing the word bonus on here, but I might not. But like around income tax, okay? That is a big chunk of money that you can just go ahead and put aside right there. And that will cover the $650 that we want to set aside extra that is unaccounted for during our paychecks. Now, if we happen to get a raise or something like that, and we can put in that extra money, then we're going to put in that extra money. We're going to put in either our $50 or $100 in here. And then we're gonna have that other extra envelope for whatever extra money that we decide to put in the envelope. Because we got a bonus or we got a pay raise, we're gonna put that in the other envelope on the side. And we're going to try to reach that other extra $650. Get what I'm saying? All right. So that is our savings goal. That is what we're choosing to do. All right, so as you can see, this is my setup. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I am doing to make this plan come together. So as you guys can see, I am going to be utilizing my Agenda 52 home planning pay stickers here. It comes with a whole lot of stickers, but I'm gonna be utilizing the dollar signs. I have also used this this sticker book here by Mambi, or Me and My Big Ideas. This is their alphabet sticker book. It has different types of letters and numbers in here. And I just chose some letters that I wanted to use out of here for this. So I am going to be using this, but I have already used this, but I just wanted to show you guys what it looked like. Like I just showed you guys, we are going to be utilizing envelopes. Now right here, I have a total of 52 envelopes. Why? Because there is 52 weeks in a year, and we are going to utilize these to the best of our ability. Anything can happen, anything can come up, and we might not be able to fill an envelope that week, which we are very aware of that. So I'm only going to be starting off doing a little bit more than half of these envelopes. So I'm gonna start off doing 30 of them, and I'm gonna save the rest of them and put them to the side. Now, as you can see right here, I have my classic size Happy Planner. Now, if you have seen how to DIY, what is this? My Mambi or Happy Planners papers, if you don't want to purchase their paper, because their paper is not cheap. But if you, do school shopping and you have, regular writing paper like this, I showed you guys how to DIY it to fit it to your classic size Happy Planner, but you can fit it to your mini too as well. Well, I officially have used all my paper, and I have to make me some more, but I made this template here. Let me move this to the side. I made this template here on what I wanted because I wanted to make a savings goal tracker. So this will be my tracker that I will be keeping in my classic size planner. Even when I change out my planners, I'm going to keep it in my classic size. But I just roughly drew this out, and I just, like I said, the numbers and letters are from this sticker book right here. I'm not sure if they still sell this version, because you guys know that Happy Planner always changes their sticker books every season, every year. So if you can just find an alphabet book, even if it's not this brand, a different brand, you can still create this unless you want to write it out by hand. That's perfectly okay. But I did not want to, okay? I didn't want to. So I just went ahead and I drew me out some lines. I have 18 lines on here, but if you include the space at the bottom, there's 19, so I can actually utilize this space as well. And these little dashes along the side is just showing me where I have to punch my paper for it to fit in my Happy Planner. That's all it is. But in here, I'm going to be keeping track of how much I put in what envelope and what the total amount of envelopes should be. I might do that and I might not. I might just put the pay period or the pay date I got paid, the amount I put in that particular envelope. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this. So I just showed you guys what I did. This is just a regular sheet of, well, you can use regular sheet of printer paper. I actually used some everyday matte photo paper because the paper is thicker than regular printer paper. Now, I'm not sure if you can still find this particular brand, which is Printworks. But if you can find a thicker type of paper for this, you can, but you can always use printer paper if you don't have it. Remember, we are budgeting. You do not need to go out and buy extra items if you do not have it or if you do not need to. Use what you have. I happen to have the same pack of paper probably for about 3 or 4 years, and I'm slowly going through it. This came with 100 sheets, so I still have quite a bit in here, and I will be utilizing this. Now here you can just, if you choose to make this to fit into your Happy Planner or in a spiral notebook. If it's in a spiral notebook, you don't got to worry about cutting, but you can either use scissors to cut it, but of course I'm going to go ahead and use this to cut my paper down to size. Now I do have 3 sheets of paper here. I only did the first one, and I'll do the other 2 when I need to. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and hole punch my holes. Hopefully I have these in the right spot. If not, you know, I'm happy I used pencil to draw out my line, so I can always change it up. And I'm just using the Happy Planner punch for the classic size. And I still have all 3 sheets of paper here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start my envelopes, you guys. Like I said, I'm only gonna do half of these. And of course, I'm gonna speed this up for you guys. So I just showed you guys the process and me putting everything together on how we're going to reach our goal. Now, this is not like we both didn't sign a sheet of paper and said, okay, we must reach this, and if we don't, this such and such and such is going to happen. No, we're not holding it against ourselves if we don't reach it. But that is our goal. That is what we're reaching for, and girl, we are trying to reach it. Now, I showed you guys how I showed or kind of told you guys how I put together my savings tracker. I showed you guys how I, you know, kind of did that little decor to my envelopes. Now, if you are currently not able to, you know, start the process, even if you don't want to do it with me, but you want to watch to see how it goes for me, that's perfectly understandable. I understand everyone right now is having hard times. And if you're not, be aware of those that are having hard times, because you may need to help them, okay? You might need to. And just look at the fact that once you help them, don't look for it back, because you might not get it back anytime soon, or you might not get it back at all, okay? So just be mindful of that. Now, if you haven't seen my very first budget and save video, like I said, I will make sure I link it up in the cards and at the end screen. Thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope this video helps you in some kind of way to get ready to save. You do not have to start saving and budgeting at the beginning of the year. Yes, that's a good goal. That's what you want to do, is to have the entire year that, you know, in that mode. But 2020 didn't allow any of that for any of us, okay? It went a whole nother direction, and it's trying to get us to follow it, and I don't want to follow that direction. I want to keep going my direction. So it's just, you know, we butting heads right now. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If you think this video will help anybody, please go ahead and share this video with whoever you might think needs to see this video, or it can help them. I really, really love it. If you are not subscribed, please go ahead and consider subscribing. It is free 99 here, girl. Free 99. Or guy. Okay, you might be a guy. I don't know. I can't see you right now. Okay, but you can see me. But yeah, please go ahead and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that red button down below. Make sure your bell notification is on. So hit the bell. Make sure it's on all, so you can always get notified every time I have a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and always remember to pray, plan, and repeat. Bye.